When I was growing up, I watched Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z. It was a macho, manly anime, and I loved every aspect of it. There were no black characters truly, so I attributed that to Piccolo. Piccolo was a black character for me, and I wanted to make sure that I could see myself inside of the show. Something I really enjoyed was being able to put myself in the shoes of the show. And then, when Piccolo lost the battle, I put myself inside of Goku, because Goku was called a monkey by Frieza, the dictator of the universe. So, in my mind, those two characters were the black characters, and Vegeta was a Hotep. I didn't know much about Hotep people, but I knew for something in my soul, inside of my body, that Vegeta was indeed a Hotep black person. If you don't know what Hotep is, just look it up. You will learn so much about Jakob and Isnao, or the white apes, something of that variety, something like that. It's so crazy, it's nonsensical. They believe the earth is flat and it has an ice wall. It's a whole mess of nonsense. They believe that black people are going to enslave all white people or something like that. It's nuts. That's Hotep nonsense. That's Vegeta in essence. He doesn't call Goku by his slave name. He calls him Kakarot. That's what he calls him by his birth name, the name given to him by his people. Yeah, that's the whole thing there. So I tried to talk to other people about Dragon Ball Z when I was growing up. I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to talk to these people. I'm going to have a good time. This was bad for me because I was a part of a gang. I was a Crip when I was growing up. So talking to other nerds was a mess. They were scared of me, for one thing. I didn't bully them at this point, but they were just scared of me. And then when they got comfortable with me, they got really racist. I don't know why. They got insanely racist with me. I didn't understand that. I don't know why. They started to say the N-word around me. Bunch of white guys. They just started to get really, really racist. I really don't understand why. And I watched one of them play a video game, Halo 2, on the Xbox. And they had an online connection because their dad had money. And they were racist. Very racist with their typing. There was a little extension you could have with your Xbox where you could type on a pad. And when they got an Xbox 360 and playing Halo 3 and Call of Duty, horribly racist. That was the culture. That was the culture of nerdhood for a large part of time. That was a part of gamer culture and nerd culture, a combination of two. A lot of people want to convince me and tell me that that was not nerd culture, but only gamer culture. But they are very adjacent to one another. They're very coexistent with one another. A large part of it was. Until I met a group of people that weren't like that. It was very nice. It was a group of a Mexican guy, a Mexican guy, a Chinese guy, a black guy, another black guy, and a white guy. And they played D&D with me one time, and I had a fun time with that. It was very fun. And I hosted the campaign in general. They love me being a DM because I talk a lot. I'm a bit of a yapper. I'm a bit of a rambler, one might say. Gamer culture's deep core is anti-women and very racist. And when that gets attacked, they grift. They get angry. That's why you see people talk about the anti-woke movement and I don't like women in video games. But you got to understand, this is going to sound crazy and just hear me out. That's their culture. Their culture is no women. Women can't play video games. Sims is a women game. Animal Crossing is a women game. Oh, Nintendo, a lot of those games are made for women. They're not real gamers. They're not real true gamers. They don't play Dark Souls. Women don't play Dark Souls. Women don't play shooters. They play Fortnite sometimes. That's a woman shooter. That's their thought process. That's their mindset. Because they are so perplexed by the idea that a woman could possibly overtake anybody or anything. Recently, Ironmouse surpassed Kai Cenat in subs on Twitch. Ironmouse is an amazing creator. I don't like Ironmouse's voice at all. I really don't. I despise it. I hate hearing that cutesy anime voice. It disgusts me truly to my deep core. That how are you doing? That voice agitates me deeply. But I do appreciate her content. I appreciate what she does for the community. I appreciate her donating to charity. I just find her very annoying. But I find her, what she does in her community, very nice, very welcoming, very accepting. I found her through parallel of CDawg VA, Connor Dog. I love Connor. I love CDawg VA. Amazing content creator. I prefer to watch him over all of anything. Great content creator. However, because she surpassed Kai Cenat, there's a fist about it. A fit that a woman, or more so an AI character, a cartoon character, is surpassing somebody more than anything. If you look at the top 20 streamers, most of them are not women. You don't see that often. Women more so get sexualized so deeply that they go to OnlyFans. And then men complain, oh, she's going to OnlyFans. You created the market. You made the market for this. You are the reason the market exists. The market wouldn't exist if you didn't make it. Did you know that? Did you know the market wouldn't exist if you didn't make it? The only reason it's happening is because you pushed them out of every possible conceivable thing. Oh, women can't be in sports. I'm not going to watch the WNBA. I'm not going to watch women's soccer. I'll watch women's volleyball, though, because volleyball is a women's sport. You never see men doing that. Oh, what tennis is a women's sport, too, because of Serena Williams. Men play with balls. Men love balls. I love watching men play with balls. Football, basketball, baseball. I'm not watching women play with balls. That's weird. I want to watch men play with balls because that's what I love to see. A little bit homosexual. Not gonna lie to you. I feel like a lot of secret gay people are in that group and they're scared because they built a community about being gay is the worst thing to be, because if you're gay, another man's gonna treat you like a woman and you don't like how you treat women, so that just makes you messed up. It's like this whole thing of misogyny and homophobia fighting against each other where you're so upset to be viewed as a woman because you don't view women as people. It's a whole thing. It's nuts, isn't it? It's a little bit psychotic, but that's gamer culture. That's what it is. You push them out of the gamer culture so deeply that they decided, you know what? You like our bodies being overly sexualized? Pay us for it. And now that you're paying for it, oh, they're worthless. They show it to everybody. Their body is not theirs. I wouldn't want a woman that does that. She sleeps with every guy when you can do solo content. Did you know you can do solo content? Did you know that one of the most successful OF content creators just does solo content and doesn't sleep with anybody? Did you know that? Probably didn't know that, did you? No idea, yeah. I know that now because I've been researching for this video for a little bit. I looked up things. I searched things up. It's annoying to do that. I hate learning. So, when you push people out of that, when you make them make their own group, when you make them make their own little subsection, their own niche, and you get mad that they're making their own niche, you can't make a space unsafe and then get mad when someone makes their own space to make it safe. You can't do that. All women gamers rise up. Why did it gotta be women gamers, bro? Why can't it just be all gamers? Because you push them out of the space. So now they have to make their own space. They have to. They have to do that. And then it goes deeper when you add race into it. When you add the fact that there's black women gamers and black men gamers, and now there's like 4 separate groups inside of an already niche category. Obviously, there's a lot more gamers nowadays, but when you're separating a niche group that was a niche group and now it's getting bigger, you end up creating a lot of anger. This happens in the anime community too. Anime community, notoriously racist. Notoriously racist. Oh, I think they're more racist than the gamer community. Truly, I do. Because, do you know what they call me? When I dress up like Naruto? Nigruto. You know what happened when I dressed up as Rimuru? I dyed all my hair blue, and I had the Rimuru cosplay. They said, oh, that time I got reincarnated as a cotton picker. That's crazy! Why would you say that to me? Why? But you said it online. That's just the internet. That's just online. That's the anime community. Well, we're not all like that. We're usually accepting. Listen. Fine. You're usually accepting. That's so cool. But 90% of the experiences I've had with the community in person has been racist. I went to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament one time. Just minding my black business. And they said, you know there's a Dark Magician too? I had no idea there was a Dark Magician too, by the way. No one told me this. They said, yeah, it's a Dark Magician too, but he's weaker than the original Dark Magician because he's dark-skinned. And I said, huh? I thought he was just making something up. Dark Magician 2, which is on screen right now, is a dark-skinned Dark Magician. That is what it's supposed to, I don't know what it is. I didn't watch the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. I didn't see this in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Apparently, it was in a game called Yu-Gi-Oh! Frostbound Kingdom as well. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Frostbound Kingdom. I don't remember Dark Magician 2 for some reason. Maybe because I didn't play the story mode in quite some time, but I don't remember Dark Magician number 2. I don't. I really don't. And then they said, yeah, you should probably use this card instead, because I was running a Dark Magician deck because they released new support for the cards. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I decided to never go to locals again, ever, because of that. I just didn't want to deal with that. If I can avoid a negative situation, truly, I'm going to avoid it. That just seems fair and reasonable to me. I don't understand why. And you say it's on the internet. You say you're not like that. You say most of the community is not like that. Most of the community I encounter, when I played Halo on Xbox 360, what happened was I got called the hard R. That happened. When I play Overwatch, I get called a slur. If I play Mercy, that's just what happens. That's just Mercy players, though. I don't know if that's really just a gamer thing. They just don't like Mercy players. When I play a video game and I look up a review, I have to sift through to see which person isn't going to drop some racial banter. For some reason, I found this channel called The Synthetic Man. Nothing but racism. And I say, you know what? Maybe it's just this guy. No, I might be looking too far into it. And then there's people that are too far left where I don't want to watch them. They're saying this game is perfect because it includes diversity. The mechanics of the game suck, right? Like, the mechanics of the game are garbage. Concord, I'm looking at you. It's not good because it has diversity. It doesn't make it good, but it also doesn't make it inherently bad either. It's not a right or wrong kind of thing. It's really not. Gamer culture has always been inherently racist. That's just how that's how it started. And when you don't allow them to be racist, you mess up. You ruin it a little bit. Messes up. Destroys everything about it. They're like, man, I can't be racist anymore. This is weird. I hate this. This is so messed up. This is so stupid. I hate this. I really do. It's not fun anymore. It's really not fun.